Because you're watching a video on our channel, I believe these property attributes may be of interest to you. Road frontage, power, rock formations, open pasture land, mature trees, abundant wildlife, mountain and lake views, bordering public land, surrounded by 30,000 acres of publicly accessible BLM land that extends up into the Pedro Mountains, just minutes from world-class hunting, fishing, and outdoor recreational activities. A property with just one or two of these attributes is deserving of further exploration, but when a property has all of the above, that is cause for celebration. And this property we're about to show you has all of these amazing attributes and more. Please subscribe so you don't miss out on new properties. The story begins in the Medicine Bow Range of the Rocky Mountains in northern Colorado, where you'll find the headwaters of the North Platte River. The North Platte River is approximately 716 miles in length and eventually joins the South Platte River in Nebraska to form the Platte River. Here we have the interactive map, and this is northern Colorado. We'll zoom in right here, and this is where it appears that the North Platte River begins and then winds all throughout this area and continues north. We can follow the pathway as it winds through National Forest land. This is the Wyoming-Colorado state line. Now we're in the Medicine Bow National Forest. It flows through the town of Saratoga, Wyoming. Then under Interstate 80, just to the west, is Rawlins, Wyoming. Then as the North Platte River reaches this point right here, you'll notice that it gets much wider and then forms the Seminole Reservoir. The Seminole Reservoir was created in 1939 with the construction of the Seminole Dam. The Seminole Dam is used for hydropower generation at the Seminole Power Plant. The Seminole Reservoir is over 20,000 surface acres and has approximately 180 miles of shoreline. The Seminole Reservoir is desirable for boating, fishing, and water sports, along with camping, hunting, hiking, and outdoor recreational activities around the reservoir. Fishing opportunities include walleye, brown, and rainbow trout. Once the North Platte River passes the Seminole Dam, it continues flowing north, and this area right here just after the Seminole Dam is called the Miracle Mile. Located roughly 10 miles downstream from the Seminole Dam, the world-famous Miracle Mile is actually a 5.5-mile stretch of the North Platte River with approximately 4,000 fish per mile. This extremely fertile tailwater offers anglers the chance to catch an enormous trophy trout. The area is boatable but is much more effective for wade fishing. After the Miracle Mile, the North Platte River continues flowing and then creates the Pathfinder Reservoir. All of this blue shaded area that you see here is the Pathfinder Reservoir. It's roughly 22,000 surface acres, almost 10% larger than the Seminole Reservoir. And if we zoom out just a little bit and look to the east, here is the 40-acre property, which is about 5.5 miles east of the Pathfinder Reservoir. And you can actually see the Pathfinder Reservoir from the higher elevation points on this 40-acre property. Before we go into the details on the 40-acre property, let's continue with the North Platte River. We've been looking at the map with these different layers on, the public land layer and the surface water layer. And if we zoom out just a little bit, you can see just how much land around here is public land. All of the yellow shaded area is BLM land. The blue is state land, the pink represents a wildlife refuge, the orange is Bureau of Reclamation, the green is National Forest land. Let's turn these layers off for a moment, and let's zoom back in here to the Pathfinder Reservoir. Here's the Pathfinder Dam, and the North Platte River continues. And it winds through this area right here, which is called Fremont Canyon. Fremont Canyon is a strikingly beautiful area with towering granite walls that rise as high as 400 feet above the river. The North Platte River flows through the canyon, creating a calm, scenic waterway ideal for fishing and kayaking. The clear, deep waters are a prime spot for brown, cutthroat, and rainbow trout, and the sheer granite walls are popular for rock climbers. The North Platte River continues through Fremont Canyon and then creates the Alcova Reservoir. The Alcova Reservoir has a surface area of a little less than 2,500 acres. It is also desirable for fishing, boating, and water sports. We were marketing a couple properties that overlook the Alcova Reservoir, which recently sold. One of the properties was 174 acres and the other was 561 acres. And as of this recording, we only have 2 properties available in Wyoming, but over the years there have been thousands of people that contacted us who were interested in properties in Wyoming. If you own a property in Wyoming that you're looking to sell, we highly recommend you reach out to us. Just go to our website, LANDIO.com. On every page, you're going to see a sell button. Just click that sell button. It will take you to the simple form. You provide just a few pieces of information. Once that form is complete, there's a link where you'll be able to schedule a call with us to discuss your property in the process. Just past the Alcova Dam, the North Platte River continues. Here you see the small town of Alcova and Highway 220. The town of Alcova is only 16 miles from the property. In Alcova, there's a general store with fuel, food, bait, and tackle. There's also a bar and grill, fly shop, and a post office. If you continue heading north on 220, it will take you directly into the city of Casper, and the distance from the 40-acre property to Casper is about 51 miles. Casper is the second largest city in the entire state of Wyoming with a population over 80,000. In Casper, you'll find a hospital, Home Depot, Sam's Club, Target, Walmart, Tractor Supply, several grocery stores, and the Casper International Airport, which offers direct flights to and from the Denver International Airport. And if we look just south of Casper, you'll find Casper Mountain and the Hagedon Basin ski area. At Casper Mountain, you may enjoy skiing, mountain biking, hiking, camping, archery, and horseback riding. The North Platte River continues east, crossing Interstate 25 a couple more times, and then continuing on through Torrington, Wyoming, and then crossing over the state line and entering Nebraska. The North Platte River continues all the way to the city of North Platte. North Platte is the county seat of Lincoln County and has a population of over 22,000. Here on the interactive map, you can see the confluence of the North Platte River and the South Platte River, where they then form the Platte River. The Platte River flows eastwardly for approximately 310 miles, passing near cities like Kearney, Grand Island, and Columbus. The Platte River eventually empties into the Missouri River near the city of Plattsmouth, just south of Omaha, Nebraska. From Plattsmouth, the Missouri River travels approximately 550 miles to its confluence with the Mississippi River near St. Louis, Missouri. From St. Louis, the Mississippi River flows approximately 1,250 miles, where it distributes its waters into the Gulf of Mexico or America. Not sure which it is right now. I heard it's being renamed to the Gulf of America. But all the maps I've seen up to this point still say Gulf of Mexico. If you happen to know of an online map where it says Gulf of America, please post a link in the comments below. Let's head back to Wyoming and look at this 40-acre property in detail. Here we have the 40 acres highlighted in green. You'll notice a road that runs through the property, which is Rocky Gap Road. If we look to the east, Rocky Gap Road intersects with Cortez Road. Cortez Road is gravel right here, and then just a little bit to the north it turns into pavement. And you follow Cortez Road north all the way to Alcova and US Highway 220 that then takes you into Casper. Again, Casper is about 51 miles from this property. In addition to the over 1,200 feet of frontage along Rocky Gap Road, where you actually own the land on both sides of the road, there's also power running through the property along Rocky Gap Road. And having power to your property out in this area is a big deal. There are a lot of variables that factor into the cost of bringing power to a property, and those costs can vary greatly even when traveling similar distances. But we certainly know what the cost to bring power to this property is: zero, because it's already there. In addition to saving you the cost of bringing power to the property, it also saves you time, energy, and headache. And when you look at the overall cost of something, you should also factor into it the value of your time. Another thing you may find desirable about this property is that there's a shallow water table in this area. The Wyoming State Engineer's Office has a water well permit search tool that shows water wells drilled on properties in the area where the water depth ranged from just 8 feet to about 45 feet. Shallower water table means less vertical feet drilled and overall lower cost. And on both sides of the road, the property has rock formations, open pastures, scattered mature trees. This image is standing on Rocky Gap Road looking east. There you can see the power running through the property. And again, you'll own land on both sides of Rocky Gap Road. This is standing on the southern rock formation, and looking to the west from this vantage point, you can see the Pathfinder Reservoir with the naked eye. And look at how beautiful these rock formations are. I wonder who put that boulder up there. It looks like somebody just picked it up and placed it there. Here are some survey markers on the property. The blue represents the roughly 1,570 acres of state land the property borders to the north. Here you'll find a contour map. The elevations range from approximately 6,500 feet to about 6,880 feet. Also from the property you can see Pyramid Peak. If we go back to the interactive map and zoom out just a little bit, over here is Pyramid Peak. Pyramid Peak sits at an elevation of over 8,200 feet. It is one of the tallest points in the entire Pedro Mountains, and it's also part of that roughly 30,000 acres of BLM land That is just minutes from this 40-acre property. If you like what you've seen so far, head on over to our website landio.com, where you'll find over 150 images of the property in the surrounding area. Once you're on the Images tab, click the full screen icon, then the grid icon to view all of these images in a grid format. Click on the one you'd like to enlarge. You can then simply press the grid icon again, or you can navigate forward and backwards through the images. On the Map tab, you'll find the interactive map. You can click the full screen icon to view that map in a new tab. As you scroll down, you'll find the contact information for the listing agent, which we'll get to in a minute, where you'll find that the property taxes are only $230 a year for the entire 40 acres. There's also no HOA or HOA fees. Continue scrolling down through a detailed description. And then we have the distances to nearby points of interest and links where you can find more information about those locations. And here we have the GPS coordinates with links where you can open those on a Google map. This 40-acre property with power, road access, bordering state land, with views of the Pathfinder Reservoir and Pyramid Peak, is priced at $159,900. The property is listed with Wyoming real estate agent Rebecca Williams of eXp Realty. For questions or to purchase this property, please call or text Rebecca anytime. Her number is 307-395-0929. Again, that number is 307-395-0929. That number does also receive text messages. You can also press this contact button. This form will appear where you provide just a few pieces of information. And before you contact the listing agent for this property or any other property, please take time to look through all the images. There's a lot of information there. And what we've discovered is that detailed information answers a lot of the questions and even helps some people with questions that they hadn't even thought of. On behalf of myself, my family, and the entire team here at LANDIO, we sincerely appreciate your support and ask that you help us make the dream of land ownership come true for more people by sharing our website, our properties, and our videos with everyone that you know. Thank you and God bless.
LANDIO.com